Bundesliga before they can, as far as he's concerned, hopefully find some greater consistency of selection in the second half of the season. Prijovic, which spells danger. Oh, it's a brilliant finish. Outstanding, impudent effort to the starting 11 tonight. Made by Odidja initially. Didn't look an awful lot on for Prijovic, but he was given the time to face goalwards, and that's all that he required off the outside of the right foot. Wonderful finish. A player making only his second start of the group stage. Fella unsighted maybe, and never able to react to that one. Recently, he's had an issue with a scar that followed surgery, which kept him out against his former club. Gonzalo Castro. Order again, showing his versatility. At right back, Dembele in dangerously, and touched in by Shinji Kagawa. It did not take Dortmund long that sort of distance. Just onside, Sebastian Roda had the time. A luck up to cut it back for Dembele, who had timed his run and put himself in the perfect position to profit. With best experience in this competition, and two spells with Dortmund, a couple of seasons in between, of course, at Manchester United as well. He's one of those to profit from the coach's rotation tonight. Looking a complaining start to the contest, certainly on match day 5. And here comes Dortmund again. Dembele linking with Shinji Kagawa again. He's got a chance maybe for his second, and still, and scores! 2 goals in a minute for Shinji Kagawa than he had in the rest of his career combined. Started when they didn't really deal with the clearance on halfway again. Dembele involved. Maybe initially as if the chance had gone, but just shifted it onto that left foot, away from Pascal to create the angle. And Szczesniak beaten by the power. Good targets for him. Look at the goalkeeper's ball, bounced in of Nuri Sahin, 3-1. Well, this is incredible. Now, he has barely been involved for Dortmund this season. He was simply in the right place. He knew very little about it. Goalkeeper went to punch it rather than catch it, and has paid such a heavy price. Huge grin on the face of the Turkish international, and no wonder. Another like Shinji Kagawa, who's in his second spell with Borussia Dortmund, having come through the youth ranks. The Champions League would be the next landmark maybe for him. There's a Odidja though. All of a sudden there are options here for Legia. Prijovic is calling for it, gets it and scores again. Alexander Prijovic gets his second goal of the match. The goals keep on coming. Not as spectacular as his opener, but it could still be so important. It's a cool finish into the corner. Through the legs to Ginter, which again made it more difficult for Weidenfeller. Prijovic does not miss this sort of form. Can't run on that though. Here's the chance for Dembele at the other end, and the goalkeeper didn't get enough on it. Oh, incredible. Ousmane Dembele, 4-2 in the Champions League. The 2-goal cushion is restored. Made by Marco Reus. Dembele took the defence really out of the equation. It was straight at the goalkeeper. Szczesniak should have done much more with it. The goalkeeping errors contributing to the position that Legia find themselves in here. 4-2 behind. With the touch. Good ball as well. It's returned by Roda. Comes for Shinji Kagawa maybe. Nuri Sahin. Back to Kagawa. And he rolls it into the purple. Marco Reus. He's got his goal as well. 5-2. Dortmund have just matched up with a goal from Marco Reus, making his first appearance since the German Cup final back in May. Two of the other goal scorers that combined to tee him up. Nori Sahin to Shinji Kagawa on a hat-trick but unselfish, and puts it on a plate for the skipper. Just a little glance across to check that the flag had stayed down before continuing these celebrations. Wonderful football, first-time football in the build-up, which ensured the finish was fairly straightforward. They certainly missed him in these parts. He couldn't miss that opportunity, though. Greater attacking threat than earlier in the campaign. Dembele, dangerous ball in there, appealing for offside again as Reus touches it in. It's another goal over this time. Back in the side after that 6-month absence and straight back in the headlines, very much onside. Timed his run beautifully between the two centre-backs, picked out by Dembele. 6-2 Dortmund. If Marco Reus carries on like this, he could be setting records in terms of European goals for Borussia Dortmund that might never be beaten, certainly not for a long time. With room to run into, Prijovic ahead of him, and there's Kujarczyk in space here to get another one back. Mikhail Kujarczyk, 6-3. Concede at one end, they're intent on continuing to ask the questions at the other. 3 goals in Dortmund for Legia Warsaw tonight, and there's still 3 behind. This was made by Miroslav Radovic. The run of Prijovic was important, that distracted the Dortmund defence, and Kujarczyk kept his composure to beat Weidenfeller. Only just. Goalkeeper got a toe to it, really, as he came out feet first. Yeah, earlier in the game, now Pulisic to lead the counter-attack. Aubameyang and Schürrle ahead of him. He's covered good ground, though, and he cuts it back for Andre Schürrle. It's a fine save. Still the chance. It is 7-3, and Felix Passlack. It's a move that started from inside their own penalty area, from that Legia set-piece. Pulisic covered a lot of ground very quickly and had the presence of mind to cut it back for Schürrle. Initial decent stop from Szczesniak this time, but there's nothing he could do about the follow-up. Passlack made it his. Through the ranks at Borussia Dortmund. Only made the first team for the first time in March. The German under-19 international. He's still only 18. Mastered across the papers, across social media, maybe from here. The scoring may not be finished yet because Nikolic is in with a real chance and gets another one back for Legia. Champions League goal for Legia. And Thomas Tuchel, he's seen his team score 7. But he's still furious with the defending here. Conceding 4 goals at home, however many go in at the other end, is sure to sour the night. And it might just be that Legia have had the final say. We've still got 7 minutes to go, so that's perhaps a premature prediction, given how this time here. There goes Schürrle. What a few days it's been for Dortmund. Victory over Bayern. Figures announced at their general meeting on Sunday in a very healthy position off the field, and in search of the final say here. They've got it, and he's got his hat-trick goal with one of the last kicks of the game. Marco Reus makes history. Well, it's the most goals we have ever seen in a Champions League match, and Dortmund lead Legia by 8 goals to 4, and Marco Reus, the homegrown hero, on his first appearance of the season, has his hat-trick with the stunning final say on a night which will go down in legend for a whole variety of reasons, really. Aubameyang off the bench played his part. Again, you have to question whether Szczesniak should have done better on his near post, but the deflection took it through the legs of the goalkeeper. And yes, you can reflect on the defending tonight, but to do so at this juncture would surely be churlish. It's a night to